Have you ever truly pondered what angels are really like? Not the serene, glowing beings portrayed in movies or paintings, but their true, mysterious nature as described in the Bible. The real story of angels is far more awe-inspiring and complex than most people realize. They aren't just celestial beings with wings. They are mighty warriors, divine messengers, and executors of God's will. Angels play roles so intricate and powerful that many of us would be left in awe if we understood the depth of their influence. What if I told you that there are secrets about angels that most people have no idea about? Today, we'll dive deep into the world of angels, uncovering shocking revelations, untold stories, and unknown truths that will leave you stunned. If you're ready to uncover the most intriguing mysteries of the Bible, hit that like button and subscribe to Timeless Tales. Join us as we unravel the fascinating mystery of angels. 1. Angels, more than messengers. They are mighty warriors. When you think of angels, what comes to mind? Gentle beings fluttering down from heaven with soft wings? Think again. The Bible reveals that angels are fierce warriors, and they are more than capable of great power and might. These are beings that command armies, stand guard over nations, and fight cosmic battles that affect the fate of the world. Consider the account in 2 Kings 19 verse 35, where a single angel struck down 185,000 soldiers in one night. This scene is not merely symbolic. It depicts the sheer power an angel can wield when executing God's judgment. The strength of just one angel surpasses anything we could comprehend, a far cry from the gentle beings often portrayed in art. One of the most fascinating warrior angels in the Bible is Michael, the archangel. He appears multiple times, each time as a commander or protector. In the book of Revelation, Michael leads a heavenly army to battle against the forces of Satan, Revelation 12 verses 7 to 9. It is a battle of cosmic proportions, illustrating that angels are actively involved in the war between good and evil. Did you know that Michael is called one of the chief princes? This title implies that he has authority over other angels, acting as a general in the heavenly army. Michael is also described in the book of Daniel as a protector of Israel, Daniel 10 verses 13 and 21. His very presence is a testament to the power of God and the importance of angelic warfare. But Michael is not alone. Angels are constantly involved in spiritual warfare, even on our behalf. Ephesians 6 verse 12 reminds us that our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces of evil. Angels are on the front lines, battling for us in realms we cannot see. Imagine angels, invisible to our eyes, fighting off dark forces that seek to harm us. If this revelation about angelic warriors inspires you, hit the like button. Let us continue to explore what the Bible really says about these powerful beings. 2. The celestial hierarchy. Different types of angels with specific roles. Angels are not all the same. The Bible gives insight into a vast angelic hierarchy, with different types of angels each playing distinct roles in God's divine order. Let's explore this complex hierarchy, which adds another layer of awe to their existence. Archangels. The Archangel Michael is the only one specifically named in Scripture, but he is undoubtedly not alone. Archangels are high-ranking angels, often seen as the leaders among the heavenly hosts. They are tasked with major responsibilities, such as leading armies, protecting nations, and delivering important messages. Cherubim. Cherubim are often depicted in art as cute and childlike, but the reality is far more astonishing. The cherubim are described in Ezekiel 10 as having 4 faces, one of a man, one of a lion, one of an ox, and one of an eagle. They are covered with eyes and have 4 wings. These cherubim guarded the way to the tree of life in the Garden of Eden, ensuring that no one could enter after Adam and Eve's fall. Genesis 3 verse 24. Seraphim. The seraphim are mentioned in Isaiah 6 verses 1 to 7. These are angels of worship, depicted as having 6 wings, 2 to cover their faces, 2 to cover their feet, and 2 with which they fly. Their role is to continuously glorify God, calling out, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of His glory." The seraphim remind us of the holiness and majesty of God, and they are the ones who purify Isaiah by touching his lips with a burning coal. Guardian angels. The Bible also implies that certain angels are specifically assigned to watch over individuals. In Matthew 18 verse 10, Jesus says that the angels of children always behold the face of his Father in heaven, which suggests a specific assignment of guardianship. This role is further supported by Psalm 91 verse 11, which states that God commands his angels concerning us to guard us in all our ways. These different types of angels illustrate that the angelic realm is highly structured and organized, and each angelic being has a specific role to play in God's divine plan. Their diversity is a reflection of God's creativity and his detailed order. Subscribe now if you're fascinated by the angelic hierarchy, and stay with us as we dive even deeper into the incredible world of angels. 3. The rebellion of angels, free will, and the fall. One of the most shocking truths about angels is that they possess free will, and they have the ability to choose whether to serve God or rebel against him. This is evident in the story of Lucifer, a high-ranking angel who chose rebellion over loyalty. Lucifer was once a beautiful and powerful angel, described as the morning star in Isaiah 14 verses 12 to 15. However, his pride led him to believe that he could be equal to God. This arrogance and ambition caused him to be cast out of heaven, and he became known as Satan, the adversary of God. Ezekiel 28 verses 12 to 17 provides another perspective on Lucifer's fall. He is described as being blameless until wickedness was found in him. His beauty and wisdom became corrupted, and he chose the path of disobedience. But Lucifer did not fall alone. According to Revelation 12 verse 4, a third of the angels followed him in his rebellion. These fallen angels, now known as demons, chose to reject their original purpose and align themselves with Satan. This revelation should make us pause and reflect. If angels, who were created in the very presence of God, can choose to rebel, how much more important is it for us to remain humble and obedient? The story of Lucifer is a warning about the dangers of pride and the devastating consequences of choosing to defy God. The concept of angels having free will adds a layer of complexity to their nature. They are not robots programmed to do God's bidding. They are conscious beings capable of making decisions, and their choices have far-reaching consequences. If this revelation about angelic free will surprised you, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. For angels as guardians, are guardian angels real? Have you ever felt an inexplicable sense of protection or narrowly escaped danger? Many people believe in the concept of guardian angels, and the Bible offers some intriguing insights into this idea. In Psalm 91 verse 11, it says, "For he will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." This suggests that angels are specifically tasked with protecting us, watching over us as we navigate life's challenges. The idea that an angel is assigned to guard each individual is also implied in Matthew 18 verse 10, where Jesus speaks of the angels of children always seeing the face of God. These guardian angels act as divine protectors, ensuring that God's people are cared for. Consider the story of Peter's miraculous escape from prison in Acts 12 verses 6 to 11. Peter was chained between two soldiers, and an angel appeared, struck Peter on the side to wake him, and led him out of the prison. The chains fell off Peter's wrists, and the gates opened by themselves. This incredible intervention was the work of an angel acting as a guardian, ensuring Peter's safety so that he could continue his mission. But it's not just physical protection that guardian angels provide. They are also involved in our spiritual well-being. Hebrews 1 verse 14 says, "Are not all angels ministering spirits sent to serve those who will inherit salvation?" Angels are directly involved in guiding and helping us in our spiritual journey. They are present, even if unseen, actively working to fulfill God's will in our lives. Isn't it comforting to know that heavenly beings are assigned to watch over us? Imagine an angel by your side, protecting you from unseen dangers and guiding you through life's toughest moments. If you feel reassured by the presence of guardian angels, hit that like button. 5. The true appearance of angels. Not always what you expect. The typical image of an angel, a beautiful, winged being draped in a white robe, is far from the full truth. The Bible gives us descriptions of angels that are sometimes frightening and otherworldly. Their true appearance is often more complex, reflecting their divine power and uniqueness. Take, for instance, the cherubim described in Ezekiel 1 verses 5 to 10. These creatures have 4 faces, one of a human, one of a lion, one of an ox, and one of an eagle. They also have 4 wings, with hands under their wings, and they are covered with eyes all over. This is far from the image of a gentle being with delicate features. These descriptions depict beings that are majestic, mysterious, and fearsome, truly fitting for the guardians of God's holiness. Then there are the seraphim, who are described in Isaiah 6 as having 6 wings. These beings cover their faces and feet with their wings, and use the remaining 2 to fly. Their role is to continuously proclaim God's holiness, and their presence emphasizes the awe and majesty of the Almighty. Even the common depiction of angels with wings is not always consistent with biblical accounts. When angels appeared to people, they often took on a human form, with no wings or glowing halo. For example, when angels visited Abraham to deliver the news of Isaac's impending birth, Genesis 18, they appeared as ordinary men, and it was only later that their divine nature was revealed. In Hebrews 13 verse 2, we are reminded, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by so doing some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." This suggests that angels can walk among us, undetected, and may look just like any other person. Could it be possible that you have crossed paths with an angel without ever knowing it? This thought is both awe-inspiring and humbling, urging us to treat every encounter with kindness and grace. If this revelation about the true appearance of angels intrigued you, don't forget to subscribe for more insights into the mysteries of the Bible. 6. Angels feel emotions, joy, wonder, and even sorrow. Many people think of angels as emotionless beings who simply follow God's commands, but the Bible reveals a very different picture. Angels are depicted as emotional beings, capable of experiencing joy, awe, and perhaps even sorrow. One of the most beautiful examples of angelic joy is found in Luke 15 verse 10, where Jesus says, "There is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner who repents." Imagine the scene. Whenever a person turns back to God, there is a heavenly celebration. The angels are deeply invested in our spiritual journey and rejoice when we make the right choices. But angels also experience wonder. In 1 Peter 1 verse 12, it says that angels long to look into the mysteries of salvation. They are fascinated by God's grace and the relationship between God and humanity. Unlike angels, who do not need redemption, we have been given the opportunity to be saved by grace, a concept that fills them with awe. Could angels also feel sorrow or disappointment? While the Bible doesn't explicitly say this, it is reasonable to infer that angels, being deeply involved in our spiritual journeys, could be saddened when we stray from God. Their role is to minister, protect, and guide, and our rejection of God's love must surely be disheartening to these loyal servants of the Almighty. This profound emotional connection between angels and humanity is a reminder of how closely intertwined the spiritual realm is with our daily lives. If the thought of angels rejoicing over you encourages you, be sure to like this video and share it with others. 7. Angels have physical forms and interact with our world. Have you ever considered that angels can take on physical forms and interact with us directly? Unlike spiritual beings who are restricted to the unseen, the Bible reveals that angels can physically manifest and engage in human affairs. These manifestations are not metaphorical. They are real, tangible, and often crucial moments in history. In Genesis 19, 2 angels visited Lot in Sodom, warning him of the impending destruction of the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. These angels took on a physical form, so much so that they ate a meal with Lot, and when danger approached, they physically pulled Lot and his family out of the city. They had arms that could hold and lead, and they could interact with the environment around them. Another profound instance of angels interacting physically with humans is found in Genesis 32 verses 24 to 30, where Jacob wrestled with an angel until dawn. This was not a vision or a dream. Jacob physically wrestled with an angel, and the encounter left him with a limp for the rest of his life. This story shows that angels are not just ethereal beings, but can take on a form capable of experiencing and impacting the physical realm. Acts 12 verses 6 to 11 also provides a powerful account of an angel taking on a physical form. The Apostle Peter was in prison, chained between two soldiers, when an angel appeared. The angel struck Peter on the side to wake him, let him out of the prison, and the chains fell from his wrists. This physical intervention allowed Peter to escape and continue his ministry. These stories challenge the common view of angels as purely spiritual beings. They show us that angels can take on physical forms and directly affect the course of human history. They can touch, eat, lead, and even fight. Have you ever felt the inexplicable presence of someone guiding you in a moment of need? It could very well have been an angel intervening on your behalf. If you've ever experienced a miraculous event that seemed to defy explanation, it may have been an angel's work. If this idea resonates with you, hit the like button and subscribe for more content like this. 8. Angels can deliver God's judgment, more than just protectors. When people think of angels, they often imagine them as benevolent beings, protectors, messengers, and guides. However, the Bible also depicts angels as enforcers of God's judgment. This aspect of their role is both awe-inspiring and terrifying, reminding us that angels carry out the full spectrum of God's will, from comfort to justice. One of the most striking examples of angels as instruments of judgment is found in 2 Samuel 24 verses 15 to 17. When David sinned by taking a census of Israel, God sent an angel to bring a plague upon the people. This angel, standing between heaven and earth with a drawn sword, was responsible for the death of 70,000 men. David, seeing the angel, pleaded for mercy, and God relented. The angel's presence was both fearsome and sobering, showing the power they have to carry out God's will. Another shocking example is in Acts 12 verse 23. When King Herod failed to give glory to God, an angel of the Lord struck him down, and he was eaten by worms. This immediate and severe consequence underscores the role of angels as executors of divine justice. They are not just beings of comfort and light. They are also beings of power, capable of delivering punishment when God commands it. In the book of Revelation, angels play a crucial role in the unfolding of end-time events. They sound the 7 trumpets, pour out the 7 bowls of wrath, and even bind Satan himself. Revelation 20 verses 1 to 3. Each act represents a phase of divine judgment that will transform the heavens and the earth. Angels are active participants in God's plan to bring justice, not passive observers. The Bible also describes angels separating the righteous from the wicked. In Matthew 13 verses 41 to 42, Jesus says that the angels will weed out of his kingdom everything that causes sin and all who do evil, throwing them into the blazing furnace. This role as harvesters at the end of time is a powerful reminder that angels are agents of divine justice. This raises an important question. Are we living our lives in alignment with God's will, or are we inviting judgment upon ourselves? The role of angels in executing God's justice serves as a powerful warning to live righteously and in obedience to God. If this aspect of angels has given you a new perspective, be sure to like and share this video. Stay with us as we continue to explore these fascinating revelations. 9. Angels do not marry or have human relationships. In our modern culture, angels are often depicted in romanticized ways, engaging in relationships or having families. However, the Bible tells us a very different story about the nature of angels. Angels do not marry, nor do they engage in human relationships. In Matthew 22 verse 30, Jesus clearly states, "At the resurrection people will neither marry, nor be given in marriage. They will be like the angels in heaven." This means that angels are not like humans in their relationships. They do not experience marriage or romantic love. Their existence is entirely focused on serving God and fulfilling their divine mission. But what about the strange and mysterious story in Genesis 6? The sons of God saw that the daughters of humans were beautiful, and they took them as wives. This passage has sparked countless debates among scholars. Some believe that the sons of God were fallen angels who took on physical forms and sinned by marrying human women, resulting in the birth of the Nephilim, a race of giants. If these beings were indeed angels, they were acting outside of God's intended order, which led to severe consequences for humanity. It was shortly after this that God decided to send the flood, effectively wiping out the corruption that had taken over the earth. This incident serves as a reminder that stepping outside of God's plan brings devastating consequences. Angels are created beings with a specific purpose, and that purpose does not include the complexities of human relationships. They are dedicated entirely to God's will, and they exist to serve His divine plan. If you find this aspect of angelic life fascinating, make sure to subscribe for more deep dives into the mysteries of the Bible. 10. Angels are curious about God's plan for humanity. Here's a humbling truth that most people don't realize. Angels are fascinated by God's relationship with us. They observe humanity and are curious about the mysteries of salvation and grace. In 1 Peter 1 verse 12 it says, "Even angels long to look into these things." The angels, despite being in the presence of God, do not fully comprehend the depth of God's love for humanity. They watch in awe as God's plan of salvation unfolds. Why is this so significant? Unlike angels, who are sinless beings, humans have experienced both sin and redemption. We have the unique opportunity to be saved by grace, something that angels cannot fully grasp because they do not share our fallen nature. This makes our relationship with God unique, and it's a relationship that even angels are eager to understand. The Bible also indicates that angels rejoice when a sinner repents. In Luke 15 verse 10, Jesus tells us that there is joy in the presence of angels when one sinner turns back to God. Imagine that every time someone chooses to follow Christ, a heavenly celebration takes place. The angels, who dwell in the presence of God, rejoice over our redemption, illustrating their emotional connection to our spiritual journey. This leads to a powerful conclusion. If angels, who have seen the face of God, are fascinated by His love for us, how much more should we cherish and nurture that relationship? If this revelation about the angels offer God's grace moves you, be sure to like this video and share it with others. 11. Angels are actively involved in spiritual warfare. One of the most overlooked aspects of angelic activity is their involvement in spiritual warfare. The Bible makes it clear that the battle between good and evil is not just a human struggle. It is a cosmic war involving powerful spiritual forces. In Ephesians 6 verse 12, the Apostle Paul writes, "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." Angels are on the front lines of this battle, fighting against the forces of darkness that seek to harm us. Consider the story of Daniel in Daniel 10 verses 12 to 14. Daniel had been praying for understanding, and after 3 weeks, an angel finally appeared to him. The angel explained that from the first day Daniel set his heart to understand, his words were heard, and the angel was sent in response. However, the prince of the Persian kingdom resisted the angel for 21 days until Michael, the archangel, came to help. This story reveals that angels are engaged in ongoing battles against demonic forces, and their work is directly related to the prayers of God's people. The book of Revelation also provides vivid descriptions of angelic warfare. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon Satan, and the dragon and his angels were cast out of heaven. Revelation 12 verses 7 to 9. This spiritual conflict is not merely symbolic. It represents the real struggle between good and evil, with angels actively working to ensure God's victory. Even today, angels are fighting battles on our behalf. Battles we cannot see, but are very real. They are protecting us from unseen dangers, pushing back the forces of evil, and ensuring that God's will is carried out in our lives. Have you ever felt an inexplicable sense of protection or peace in a moment of danger? It could have been an angel fighting for you. Knowing that angels are engaged in spiritual warfare for our sake should give us comfort and courage. If this revelation about angelic warfare encourages you, hit the subscribe button for more powerful insights. 12. Angels will play a major role in the end times. The Bible provides a glimpse into the future, and angels are set to play a significant role in the unfolding of the end times. They will not be passive observers. They will be actively involved in executing God's final plan for humanity. In the book of Revelation, angels are depicted as sounding the 7 trumpets, each one heralding a specific event that will unfold on the earth. Revelation 8 to 11. These trumpet blasts are signals of significant judgments that will take place, from the destruction of a third of the earth's vegetation to the release of demonic forces that will torment those who do not have God's seal. Angels also pour out the 7 bowls of God's wrath, each one representing a different form of judgment, Revelation 16. These judgments are described in graphic detail, from painful sores on those who bear the mark of the beast to rivers turning to blood. The angels are not just passive messengers. They are instruments of God's judgment, carrying out His will on a global scale. One of the most striking images in Revelation is of an angel binding Satan for 1,000 years, Revelation 20 verses 1 to 3. This angel, holding the key to the abyss, seizes Satan and locks him away so that he can no longer deceive the nations. Imagine the power required to bind the most evil being in existence. This shows the incredible authority that God has given to His angels. The role of angels in the end times is both awe-inspiring and sobering. It reminds us that the spiritual realm is intricately connected to our world, and that angels are actively working to bring about God's ultimate plan for humanity. If you find this revelation about the end times fascinating, don't forget to like this video and share it with others. Stay tuned for more incredible insights into the mysteries of the Bible. The mystery of angels unveiled. Angels are far more than we often imagine. They are not simply gentle beings with wings. They are fierce warriors, protectors, ministers, and enforcers of God's will. They are fascinated by us, deeply involved in our spiritual journey, and actively participating in the cosmic battle between good and evil. They rejoice over our successes, guard us in our failures, and execute God's judgment when necessary. The angelic realm is rich with mystery, power, and purpose, and it reminds us of the intricate connection between heaven and earth. Which of these revelations surprised you the most? Leave a comment below and let us know what you think. If you found value in today's content, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to Timeless Tales. We're here to bring you more fascinating insights into the mysteries of God's Word and the spiritual world around us. Remember, the unseen world is closer than you think, and angels are watching over you, guiding you, and celebrating every victory you achieve. Stay tuned for more incredible revelations from the Bible.